So this is the immediate, and it is only 1.5 because we've paid quite a bit of the money as well. So it will help us, and of course, even it will help us to ease out these payments, at least those 5, 6, 7 years. But certainly, yes, the government is really trying to restructure its debts so that we got for long-term low-interest loans. These short-term high commercial interests have not been very, very good. Why then did we still use the Eurobond to ensure that we have this kind of money? Is because, of course, of the maturity of that market, for sure. But then we have to restructure going forward because we just need to ensure that we have enough fiscal headroom by June 2024. You know very well many people are writing, Kenya will default. Kenya is not going to default. I think now you are very confident to know that. Kenya is not going to default, and that is the news. That is the news. The news is not about 2031, 32, whatever. The issue is that Kenya is not going to default. And that also, Anki Doris, people still have, confidence in our fiscus, that we are very healthy and that we are credit worthy. So that is the news in town. And we must really commend the work that is being done at the National Treasury and the leadership of President William Ruto in ensuring that we stay afloat. Because when we came into power, Kenya was almost being, declared insolvent. So we are going to do so. And of course, in the ensuing period also, because this is a very good question, we anticipate that the Kenyan economy will have grown. We shall have, reaped benefits from all that we are doing to ensure that the 5 priority areas under the Better Plan translate into, tangible investment returns. Yeah, that then would ease out on this kind of borrowing and also make it easier for us to go forward. And all of these measures to mop up, government revenue into one, single source, it is going to help us in terms of even budgeting, so that we are able to ease off, whatever requirements that we have. Because you can see clearly, even by borrowing alone, but by the fact that shilling has appreciated, it has increased a lot of this public debt portfolio, which stands at around 11.9 trillion, by the latest figures. So yes, it is important. It gives us some breathing space, and we must live on hope, particularly because our economy is growing by over 5%. We believe it is going to grow even further. With some of the sectors of the economy, like the digital economy, growing very, very exponentially. Agriculture, tourism, because of the free visa (ETA) arrangement, so that then we have more income for Kenyans, and also marketizing and trying to make sure we benefit from our minerals through the reestablishment of a robust Ministry of Mining. Exploring our blue economy, for example. We have a lot of potential going forward, and there is hope for Kenyans. Things may be looking a little bit gloomy, but they are starting to show signs of recovery, and you can see even in my briefing today, the cost of living has gotten some kind of reprieve. So I think that's it. More jobs, maybe more formal jobs, as we know them, may shrink because people are now also going online. And I can see some of the dailies are trying to say about 300,000 jobs and whatever. No, people are moving online. So the formal structure of working is changing. It's changing, really. And people are making a lot of money, out there. We got very good reviews, for example. These hotspots, you find somebody is well-dressed, they don't go anywhere, they're just in a public hotspot, and they're making their dollars. It is actually happening. So people should smell coffee and realize that the traditional way of viewing things is changing. For the betterment of all of us Kenyans. I think with those many and few remarks, I want to thank you and call upon us to continuously put the nation first. It's not easy, but eventually we are able to move forward. Asanteni sana, na tena nikariri niseme, Kenya itasimama, Kenya itainuka, Kenya itanawiri kwa umoja na uzalendo. Mimi ni mzalendo. Je, wewe? Asante.
Naam.